This PYFL All-Star Game is brought to you by Pro Athletics, made in the USA, custom sublimated uniforms and apparel. On the web at proathletics.com. Postnet in Moorpark. Create, duplicate, deliver. On the web at postnet.com. Dana O Photography. On the web at danao.com. Westco International Consulting of Ventura. On the web at westcointl.com. Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks. On the web at sportsacademy.us. American Trophies and Awards of Simi Valley. On the web at americantrophy.securedwebpages.net. Lucky Fool's Pub on High Street in Moorpark. And by Hard Luck Kings Guitars and Apparel of Westlake Village. On the web at hardluckkings.com. And now, back to the action.
We begin the second quarter in PYFL football, Bantamweight Division. The West leading 6-0 over the East. Now the East has the football, and they're going to have a halfback throw down the field. It's up for grabs and incomplete. Well executed and a strong throw by Scordia, but it was broken up downfield.
That's a great job by number 33 there, Adrian Yu. The U showed up to make a big play. Good stop.
Adrian Yu is a solid football player. His father's on the coaching staff, and he played that one well, and it's fourth down and very long. So the Eastern Stars undoubtedly will punt from this portion of the field. The ball's stationed at the 24-yard line. This one is reeled in near midfield, and it's taken by Morris, who brings it inside the 45-yard line.
It was a great tackle by Pee Wee Wilson. He stepped up in there and knocked him back. We got a flag on the play, and let's try to see what's going on here with the flag.
Well, this is going to back up the West. Marching off against the Western Stars. It'll go back to the 47-yard line. It was a hold on the return.
Now, this gives the East a first chance to play on the other side of the 50. So I think we're going to see them gamble a little more and to try to get a score. So it's just a matter of time here before we can see those big plays like we saw in the first quarter.
Delayed handoff and good operating room for Miller. Kane Miller. Kane Miller to the outside. Still going. All the way down to the 24-yard line. Quite a run by Kane Miller.
You can see Kane Miller. He came out of the backfield. He gave him a nice juke move to the left, to the inside. He bounced it out to the edge, and he took it down to the 25-yard. That's the biggest run of the game so far.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. The West driving again with a 6-0 lead. We're at the home of the Musketeers, Moorpark High School today. Bantamweight football, PYFL 2018 All-Star Affair. It's a good one. And no running room at all for Michael Lopez. He was hit in his tracks.
Great stop up front by number 27, Nicholas Strayman. You can see anytime these guys are standing up, the blitz is coming. And these quarterbacks get a little nervous when they know the blitz is coming. But the defense on both sides of the ball so far, when they're bringing blitz, they let you know it, and they get there. They get their pads down, they get some knock 'em back, and they get pushed, and they get tackles in the backfield.
Michael Lopez is a big, strong young man, played for the Santa Barbara Sharks, but he had no chance there. He was met at the point of attack. It's second down and 14. Again, Duran Morales, the quarterback. The deep throw, and it's incomplete. He had to scramble out of the pocket.
Here again, you got the pressure coming from Simpkins. These guys up front, man, they get excited when Coach calls their number, and he's calling their number a lot. He says, hey, just stand up and bring the pressure from the edge, make the quarterback have to stay in the pocket. And here he was throwing off his back foot, and there was not a great chance of him catching that ball. It was overthrown.
They had targeted Ryan Quinn, who is fleet of foot, to say the least. There's another timeout on the field. It'll be 3rd and 14 when we snap it again in our all-star affair in the bantamweight division of the PYFL. West looking at 3rd and 14 as we resume action. Duran Morales is the quarterback. He wears number 21 from the North Oxnard Warriors. And now the East take a timeout. So both teams a little uncomfortable with the setting. And, Ricky, we've seen both teams exchange timeouts here early in the second quarter, not even 2 minutes into the quarter.
Well, here you got a chance for the West to go up 2 scores. So they're going to make sure that everybody's on the same page. But don't make any mental mistakes before you line up. Those pre-snap mistakes, those pre-alignment mistakes, not being in the right place, not knowing the call can cost you. Here you got a chance to go up 2 scores, and it can make it really difficult for the East squad to catch up.
Of course, the first one was a touchdown. It was a deflected ball that Ryan Quinn was able to haul in and scamper the distance. A long play that absolutely shocked the Eastern Stars. Now the East on defense looking for a defensive stop. They have the West behind the chains at 3rd and 14. Duran Morales moving to his left, and he's going to go down. That's excellent defense. The team in teal, the Eastern Stars, able to get there.
Chase Miles getting the sack. I can't say it enough, but this defense, when these guys, they get up, they get excited. They get excited about blitzing. They get excited about the coach calling their number. And, they're keeping their team in the game just with the defensive side of the ball. We haven't seen a whole lot from the offensive side of the ball. We expect to see a little more, air attack. But I think before you know it, the defense is going to start getting some scooping scores because, sacks create scores.
4th down and very long, and they're going to go for it. 4th and about 19. And the counter, that end around the counter play, and good yardage there. It's not going to be enough for the first down. But that was run well by Michael Lopez, running hard and running low to the ground. He didn't get the first down, but, Ricky, that was a beautiful effort by Michael.
It was a great effort by Michael. Coming across on the speed sweep. If he had a chance to turn it up, he just could have just shook off one more block. Maybe they had a first down. They had a chance to get another score. But now we got the East. They're going to take over, and we see if we can get the ball back to midfield and make up that lost yardage.
Well, the East will start from its 23-yard line. We expect some big plays from these Eastern Stars today. Back in at quarterback is Chase Everett out of the Burbank Viking program. And he's going to just pitch it back to the trailer, and this is great defense.
Wow. You talk about setting the edge, coming off the edge, turning everything back. He has nowhere to go. When you can get up the football field that easy on a toss play, it is a tackle for a loss. It is a big lost yardage play, and exactly what it was on that play.
Garrett Gray, who is just a tremendous defensive player, was the one that slid in there and made the stop, and that was a loss all the way back to the 18. So it's 2nd and 14. The East struggling here in the opening half to move the football. They're down 6-0. We know they have firepower. And again, they're not moving it on the ground.
This has been a defensive-dominated game. You can see Lee comes in and he makes a great stop. Another tackle for loss. Here we are sitting here about 3rd and 15. It's a lot of yards to make up. If I'm coach, I'm going to keep calling the same number. Let those guys up front just pin the ears back and go. We got enough guys on the back end that it can force some bad throws.
They've done a good job of bottling up Andre Lee, who has carried it the last 2 times. This time the quarterback will hold on to it. That's Chase doing a nice job. Number 17, he's a hard-nosed, tough quarterback, Chase Everett. And he took it upfield. He's short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 7 to go. But you like Chase Everett's, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he immediately darted upfield.
And he's a good-sized kid. He ducked his shoulder, and he got the ball, back across the line of scrimmage. Here, 4th and 7. It's just, somewhat of a gamble, but I think that, we can make something happen here if we can just get the ball on the edges. And defensively, the defense have been doing a great job of shutting the edge runs down. Looks like they're going to punt it.
Now, this kind of field position, if you're the East, you have to punt it away. You're looking at 4th down. You don't want to give away the ball, especially when there's no pressure on your punter. You can easily punt it away and get it out of harm's way. Kick to the near side is going to roll out of bounds right about the 47-yard line. So good field position again for the Western Stars. They're playing well. It was an effective punt. Really well done by the Eastern Stars. It was punted nicely by Nicholas Sherman. That was Nicholas Stratman, I'm sorry. Stratman with the punt. Did a nice job.
Very nice job because, they did not get a chance to return. So, every yard that they punted the ball, even though it went out of bounds, it gives them good field position to start their drive.
Just 6.5 minutes left in the half. Troy Reyes back in to pilot the football team. See what the Western Stars can do. Again, he's got a tremendous running back. And Noah Salgado right there with him. But Reyes is looking to throw the football near side. And he's got a nice completion up the field. That was a well-thrown ball. Troy Reyes able to get it to Connor Spear, his tight end.
And that was a great catch by Connor Spears. He caught it with his hands. He turned up the field. He got within 2 yards of the first down. That's a big play for the first down of that drive.
2nd down and 2. Spear ran out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 6:23 left in the second quarter. It remains 6-0 for the West. The West on the attack in the gray uniforms. In the teal are the Eastern Stars. And a delayed handoff. And Lee came in there and just completely broke up the play.
Chase Miles stood up the blocker and then shed it and then made the tackle in the backfield. Great job by Miles.
You're right, Chase Miles was in there as well. And Kane didn't have any running room at all. Kane Miller, who broke off a long run earlier today. 3rd down and close to 5 needed for the West. Salgado remains in as the lone running back with Reyes. We know that Reyes can throw it, but he better watch out. He's going to get sacked. Hit from the blind side. That was a tremendous sack, and coming in to get him was Caleb Field, the defensive tackle.
Caleb came off the left edge untouched, and he made a great play, tackled the quarterback there in the backfield. That's a huge play for the defense. Now they're like 4th and 11. It gives an opportunity for the offense to, again, gain some field position and have a chance to make a big play on the offensive side of the ball. Again, defense has been dominating on both sides of the football here in this game.
And really, Ricky, when you think about it, the only touchdown we've had was a deflected ball that was taken out of the air, and Ryan was able to go the distance, Ryan Quinn, on a wonderful effort, but it was a deflected ball that very easily could have been incomplete.
Easily. And we started, Rosie, we thought that this game was going to be a high-scoring game. And here again, the defense have dominated. And that's what you get when you get an all-star game. You get good athletes. You get guys who play with a lot of passion. And good things happen. Here again.
Reyes throwing that one up for grabs and incomplete. He had a lot of air under that. And he was looking for the touchdown maker, Ryan Quinn. Excellent secondary coverage. Chase Miles and others were back there to defend.
Yeah, great job on defense by Miles and also by Gales, the second. Those guys both broke up that pass, and it gives the offense here a great start here at midfield. So hopefully we can get things going here, and let's even this score up because it's going to come down to the wire the way these defenses are playing.
Yeah, like you said, we talked with both the coaches, and prior to the game today, they were both feeling pretty good about scoring some points. Isaac Reyes of the Western Stars and Rossi Cherry of the East. Once again, pretty good field position for the team in teal, the Eastern Stars. If they're going to get the equalizer, it'll be a little bit shorter field here. They're at the 48-yard line. Glad you're with us. PYFL football.
We got trips right. It's got him one-on-one. Oh.
Thrown into coverage, and it's incomplete. Well, it's excellent secondary coverage.
That was a long throw across the formation, I mean, only bad stuff can happen when the ball hangs up in the air that long. But hopefully, everybody's healthy, and it looks like he's walking off here. I think maybe
that's Adrian Yu. Yeah, it is Adrian Yu, and I think he's going to be okay. He looks to be healthy, and that's the most important thing. So it'll be second down and 10, 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. The East has the football trailing 6-0.
Yeah, Souls in the game. She's lined up at the far left. They're looking for her. She's getting a great block. Tackle at the line of scrimmage. Here, another great stop out of defense. Here, number 29, Devin Spears. Great tackle. Again, they set the edge. They keep the quarterback boxed in. It makes it difficult to get on the edge and get any outside runs. So they're going to have to be able to throw the football down the field if they're going to make some plays.
Coaching staff utilizing a lot of players. You see them come in and out, keeping the young guys fresh. And it is Laporte at quarterback wearing the 00. Again, that was a change in number. So Laporte ran it there and was not able to get out of harm's way. Inside of 4 minutes to play in the half. Laporte's trying to get him lined up. It's third down and 10. You see a little bit of confusion, and this is what you're going to have in all-star games.
Yeah, and sometimes when you get kids this age, you just got to have a few formations, just try to run the same plays from different formations, but just keep it to a minimum, because if they can line up and they can use their athletic ability, they can have success. But if you give them too much to think about, because in these all-star games, you don't get a lot of time to prepare. You have your whole season with your teams, but when you get an all-star game, you got a week here and a week there.
We'll step out. 3:47 left. Opening half. The East and the West are in a good one. The West leads 6-0. Great PYFL action. Third down and 10 to go. The East trying to get even here. Laporte to the air. That's a good throw. Ball came out.
We got a turnover.
We do. The West has it.
That's a great job by the West defense. You see guys running and rallying to the football. I mean, good things happen when you get to the football. You got to run to the football. I'm sure that's what coaches are telling them all the time. And you had 4 or 5 guys around, ball came out, and they had a chance to recover. And here, the West gets the ball, and they get to start a drive. Great job by the West.
And again, a defensive stop on these great athletes of the East. So the West will come out there and try to add to their total. We'll start from the 48-yard line of the Eastern Stars. Jordan Johnson, number 31, that very fast, strong running back, has checked in. See if number 31 sees the football. He's very good. He's made some nice plays already today defensively. And it is Johnson. Now the Eastern Stars swarm to the football, gobble them up. Just a couple yards picked up.
Great job swarming up front. You even had coach's son, Rossi Cherry, in there on the tackle. They got a good set of linebackers over here with the East squad. You know, they're small in stature, but, you know, they can really run. They can swarm to the football. The guys up front, they've done a great job up front here, just showing the pressure, showing the blitz, staying in their gaps, maintaining gap control, and forcing the ball to have to stay inside, and these linebackers just scrape and make tackles.
Tommy Alamillo has come in as the quarterback, number 1 Alamillo, with that pitch. And that's great defense again, not allowing this Western All-Star team to get any yards as Salgado is thrown for a loss.
It's great play there by number 27, Nicholas. He used his hands. He controlled the blocker. He got in the backfield, and then he laid out and he made the tackle. Just swipe at the legs, and the ball goes down. They say you kill the ankles, the body will die, and the ball player certainly went down.
3rd down and 13. The West, with 1:45 to play in the half, leading 6-0, but they're behind the sticks. And again, the quarterback is Alamillo. And Alamillo throwing the football accurately. That's a nice strike to Paul White. Not enough for the first down, but that was well constructed.
Yeah, and it's a great throw by Alamillo. You know, he had pressure in his face. He kept his feet underneath him. It was a strike to the receiver, and they got a chance to keep the drive alive. Now it's going to take a great defensive effort here again by the guys up front, 24, 27. You know, they're going to throw it, you know, so get yourself ready.
Closing in on 1 minute remaining in the half. It's 4th down and 4. Here's a big play. The East needs a stop. West looking to build on a 6-0 lead. And Alamillo winding up and throwing it downfield incomplete, and the East gets the stop. That's a great defensive play on the outside on a ball intended for Paul White.
Up here, we expected to pass. They expected to pass. They did a great job of defending the pass and getting enough pressure, and he overthrew the ball. So here again, the East team has an opportunity to make something happen here. There's 55 seconds to go here in the second quarter before the half, so you can expect to see the ball again thrown up in the air, trying to make a play down the football field so we can close this thing off with a 7-7 ball game. 6-7.
Well, this has been a highly hard-fought defensive battle like the old days of the black and blue division of the National Football League. We've had that kind of first half. The East has the ball down 6-0, starting from their 42-yard line. Young man getting a lot of snaps is Chase Everett at quarterback in that pistol. And this is a lateral. This is actually a pass that went backwards, but it's defended well. And again, you're seeing the West run so hard to the football.
You know, when we talked to Coach Reyes earlier, and that's one thing he said, they've got guys that really, really run to the football. You know, and that's always been the key to playing good defense. Will your guys run to the football? Will they meet you at the football? And I think once you instill that philosophy in them, the ball is the issue and guys get to the football, great things happen like we're happening here on defense.
Gray with another nice hit. Down to 20 seconds left in the half. The East has it. They'll probably regroup at intermission and see if they can do some things a little bit different in the second half. Here's a run to the near side by Lee, getting to the outside. And Lee still running hard. The clock is running. 3 seconds left. Lee did a wonderful job there. Andre Lee from the Santa Clarita Seminoles. And it is good enough for the first down, so they'll move the sticks, but there's only 3 seconds left for the East. That was a nice run.
That was an excellent run. A little ill-advised here on the end because, you know, you got to know the situation. Run to try to get out of bounds so you save yourself maybe a couple more seconds on the clock, and that's the end of the first half.
So the clock ran out, and the West will go back into the locker room at halftime with a scant 6-0 lead. The touchdown on the deflected pass brought in by the wide receiver from the Thousand Oaks Titans, Ryan Quinn, is the difference in the game. 6-0 for the West. PYFL All-Star action today from Moorpark.